What up, though, J Nation? This your boy Jay Pitts, and you are watching J Nation TV. Now, y'all seen the title, not lying, not capping. Labels are actually starting to hit me up. Now, when I thought about record labels hitting me up, maybe you like me and you romanticized the thought, I thought of like people trying to drop numbers, you know, telling me how much they're gonna sign me for. And you know, if any of you know me, been sticking around in this channel, you know that I am not really big into like advances or trying to, you know, I'm really big on independence, on getting there. But the more and more I go through this independent game, the more and more I realize how hard it is to do it by yourself. I'm not selling out, but it is a very difficult thing to do. You know, when you got your own budget, especially when you're in a position like me, when you got a family, you know what I mean? And I've been making a lot of headway. But yeah, so I just kind of want to share with you kind of where I'm at with this whole label situation, what I'm going to do when labels start hitting me up even more, because it's just been happening. And, you know, what you might be able to do if you're in this position, if you find yourself in this position, and how I even got in this position, you know what I'm saying? So it all started with a playlist on Spotify called Discover Weekly. If you don't believe me, like, seriously, that's what it is. And Spotify, with this playlist, you know, I've said it before in other videos, you know, they expose me to a new audience every single week. And I guess labels are all up in Spotify playlists. They're looking for the newest, hottest talent that they could, you know, promote or make $1 off of. For the sake of the label, and so for the sake of the artist, I guess. And for me, I ended up getting hit up by a record label under Republic Records. And, you know, they told me they found me on Discover Weekly. Because that was one of the first thing I asked, you know, when they hit me up. I'm like, how did you find me? Not only does that, you know, kind of verify, like, how, you know, kind of give you a clue as to where people are checking for you. But it kind of, you know, is insight for me to see what's working and what's not. So he told me he found me on Discover Weekly. So I'm like, wow, like that's really done a lot for me. And so how do you get on Discover Weekly? Because you might be thinking, oh, that's dope. All I got to do is get on Discover Weekly. Yes and no. Because you can't just get on Discover Weekly. Spotify will pull one of your tracks in that's doing quite well, and they will put it in Discover Weekly if they feel like it can reach more people. So I don't know if there's really a how-to in regards to that. But my song, Intro to Hollywood, was on Chill Rap October of 2018, did well with people listening to it and all that stuff, and so it kind of got carried over into Discover Weekly afterwards. After the playlist of Chill Rap, it had about 8,000 plays. Now it has over 60,000, so that's a little bit of what Discover Weekly is doing. For some people, it's even crazier. Some people's numbers for Discover Weekly, they're reaching hundreds of thousands of new people. It just depends on how Spotify is trying to rock with you, but obviously, that's enough for people to be checking for me because the label's been starting to hit me up. So, you know, how I'm going to leverage this is a little different than what I thought I would. You know, it's always good to hear what a label is talking about as far as what they think I'm worth, what they think I'm doing, and where they see me going. You know, I have my vision on what I want for myself, and I'm kind of stubborn with it, but at the same time, when I hear other people talk about where they see me, it can either add to my vision or give me confirmation or tell me I have more work to do in some areas. Because really, a lot of these people on the record labels are professionals. And even though some people aren't, you know, doing their job as good as they should or taking advantage of artists, there's a lot of people that really are about music quality and things coming out in a great cohesive manner. So I need to leverage myself by figuring out what kind of deal can I work out with these labels if there were to be one. What kind of leverage can I give for myself, and just building relationships. You know, I reached out, I talked to, you know, a guy from Republic Records, and, you know, I need to keep that relationship warm. He wants me to send him any unreleased music that I might have so that he can figure out if there's any producers that he might want to push it to figure out if there's a potential collab or deal that can happen. I don't necessarily feel comfortable with that at the moment. Like how I would give him the free music as a private YouTube link, just because I don't really know that person at all. So that can mean somebody can steal my stuff, you know, and I don't have time for that. Really, I'm at the point where I can just make new music anyway if it were to happen, but I don't want to run that risk of like being taken advantage of. So what I'm going to do, so actually give them demos, is I'm going to record some music along with some of the producers that they mentioned, or with the same sound as some of the producers they mentioned. that also coincides with my sound. And I'm gonna record some demos for them and send it their way, you know, and with no intentions of necessarily releasing the track, so I don't lose anything. If they do decide to do something with it, it's like, okay, whatever, you know, and I'll worry about that later. Hopefully it gets me some exposure. But I'm not gaming on that or banking on that happening. It's just one of those things that I just watch out for as a possibility. But yeah, working with a label can be very, very interesting. You know, it's their vision a lot of the times as far as when you can release or whatnot. But I'm just speaking from the outside. I don't really know exactly what to expect in the label, nor am I really banking on signing right now. So this is all this was. Looking orange, my nigga. What else? But yeah, when I thought about being hit up by labels, I thought I'd be a lot bigger. I thought that, you know, I'd have some things established in my career. And, you know, I guess it's a good thing that it's happening at the point that it's happening. And you know what, guys? Doing everything by myself can be very discouraging sometimes. You know, it ain't all unicorns and butterflies. Sometimes it's just like, man, like, you know, when is it gonna happen? Yeah, labels are hitting me up, but you know, it ain't like they hit me up after my pocket's getting filled. You know what I mean? It's a very tough road as an independent artist. And you know, right now I'm not releasing any music because I have a project that's releasing the first week of April, the first Friday of April. And, you know, I'm focusing on that. I'll be doing a lot of videos and promotion for that. And I'm just hoping that I can just take myself to the next level with the promotion strategies that I have. I pray to God that 2019 could be my year where I really start to, you know, get out there more and change some things in my city, change some things in my life financially, and, you know, in the life of my family. So we gonna see. I'm gonna just keep pushing for it, but it was definitely a kick in the behind in a good way for labels to be hitting me up. It shows me that I'm headed in the right direction, so I'm hoping I can continue to make new waves, ride this one, and yeah, y'all got some good new music coming. I'll be releasing snippets soon with the rolling out the week of the project. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at jpits100, and yeah, jpits.